Cut it to the middle. Aotearoa for three.
No mai hoki mai tolo whalawa buluganaka maluelele, namaste, ni hao, konnichiwa, and welcome to the 5th annual New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2025. We are live from the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour, and despite a wet and wild start to Easter weekend, the sun is trying its best here to come out, but on the turfs everything is looking good for day one of Heritage 2025 and another excellent weekend of hockey, culture and fierce competition. Second game up this morning is a women's cross-pool match between New Zealand Māori Hockey and the Punjab Warriors from India. I'm Brad Pittman and joined in commentary this morning by Suresh Wallab, NZHH President. And we're back again for another one, but our first look at this Punjab Warriors team. Yes, exciting.
Yep. I think everyone's just been waiting to see what these ladies are going to bring to the table. Awesome to see some of the names in there, and the one that stands out the most is number 2, the captain, Gurjeet.
That's it. We saw, for those following along on Facebook, and make sure you do, we saw a little bit of a player profile come out earlier in the week about Gurjeet Kaur there, the captain for the Punjab Warriors team. And look, doesn't need much introduction. I think near on 150 caps for the Indian women's team, and very close to 100 goals on the international scene as well. A lot through the drag flick exploit, so a real penalty corner specialist and solid defender for this Punjab Warriors team, and previously for the Indian national women's team. Really exciting to have her on board here.
Yeah, I think it's great for the game, and it's awesome that the support that they get from Alpha and just getting them over here. I know they haven't come with a full squad, but we've got a couple of the local girls, a few of the local girls helping out, which is awesome. Great experience for a young goalkeeper there. I think she's up from Hamilton, is that right? Ayla? Number 3, who's that? Oh, yeah,
Caitlin Hoskin. Yeah, as we see the two teams come out there. Of course, it is the Punjab Warriors in the yellow and blue. New Zealand Māori team on the left and screen there in their traditional black kits. And like I said, exciting. You mentioned there, yes, man, our New Zealand Māori lineup. It's a pretty young side, traditionally a junior Māori team with a couple of extra players come in, senior players to help out. 7 of these girls are backing up from the Junior Hockey League, which only just finished yesterday. So perhaps some tired legs for the young girls, but a couple of the older ones, Jazz McQuinn or Jazz Suda now, Claudia Hannum and Amy Mitchell out there. And on this other side, look, it's a commentator's dream there, S-Man. There's no mixing up the last names there for the cause.
So we're just going to call them all mystical. So how's that?
Yeah, that's it. A couple of the Thackrays, they're the local girls. Caitlin Hoskin in goal, and then, of course, Neha Kumari as well. Our umpires for today's match, not those two. That's actually Rachel Williams, and down the other end, Dion Hawke backing up, doing a double on this midday match. So Rachel Williams there on screen, and Dion Hawke down the far end.
Yeah, and I think from that last game, I think the umpires had an awesome game, both of them. Let the game flow, blew what they needed to, made the hard calls when they had to, but they let the game flow and just let the flair shine, you know, that these players want to bring. And let's hope we see that from this Warriors team. And obviously, we know what we get with them, the junior Maoris here. They've got a lot of flair, a lot of skill. But like you say, it's just going to be interesting to see how those legs hold up.
Yeah. I was talking to the New Zealand Māori coach just before the game, Courtney Phillips, and she said, 7 girls backing up. Most of them only finished yesterday. A couple of winners out there, though, and Holly Hilton-Jones and Murphy Phillips are among some of the Tridents Junior Hockey League winners. But it's going to be, they're a real unknown. She said, I said, what do you expect from this Punjab Warriors team? She said, we've got no idea. And look, that's the excitement of Heritage Hockey. You've got to front up and play and kind of run things on the fly a little bit. No tape to scout, no games yesterday to have a look at. This is our first look, and here is Gurjit Kaur on the ball there.
I know our girls had a training run yesterday, and they played the Punjab team for about 20 minutes now, so can't take anything out of those games. I didn't really watch either. It was too cold for me, so I stayed inside. Yeah,
as we mentioned, a bit of rough weather to start our Easter weekend. I will say, though, the rain's holding off again, touch wood, but it's really muggy up here, and even down on the turf side, it's not the coolest in the world today. So Māori team attacking here. This is Jazz Mayer, ball going across. Roimata Brown, first shot is saved.
Nice save by the goalie there, coming out and smothering it up.
Yeah, love the work down the sideline there of Murphy Phillips and Jazz Mayer for the Māori team.
Wow.
And an overhead as well by Gurjit. That one brought down.
Just played into her body, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm in deep there, just on halfway. Couldn't control that one. Here's Pene Lopiet Taulafo, the captain for the Māori team. Another that played in the JHL last week.
Nice strong run.
And now they just come unstuck there through Daniela Hall, bringing the Punjab Warriors up onto a sideline free hit. Charanjit over the far side there with the little bun. She'll play it forward. And here come the Punjab Warriors. Oh, I love this. Love this. Just having a good crack and attack. This Punjab Warriors team. They've got a ton of numbers forward. Well defended and well worked free hit there by Taulafo. Here is one of the seniors, Jazz Suter, just trying to link up with Holly Hilton-Jones. And the captain, Gurjit Kaur, just gets a little bit away from her and out. She's going to have to do some running because the Māori team are out here. Pressure coming on. And Niha Kumari there just bails out to touch. Here is Murphy Phillips. Beats 1 and 2. And the touch coming from Roimata Brown.
Just catching the foot there.
Opportunity here, Holly Hilton-Jones. Doesn't know what to do with it.
There was just that little pick off by Gurjit there, as you can see, just her experience coming in. You know, As soon as you take your stick off that ball. Wow.
There's the overhead. Look at that. A comfortable halfway there.
There's plenty of guys who'll be happy to be able to...
Yeah, absolutely. And now Taulafo, she's just going to try and bulldoze her way through the middle. And wins the free hit there. Looking, here's the overhead the other way. Again, we saw it a lot in the men's game, yes, the use of the overhead, but both teams showing a little bit of it here for the women.
Yeah, and I think what we saw in the men's is the attacking team parking someone on that baseline, you know, inside the D. So as soon as the defender comes in, they're infringed. So, you know, I think that's a skill and something that teams will be working on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but it does take two parts of the skill, as we mentioned in the earlier game. Yeah, it's all good to throw it, but you've still got to have someone that can take them down pretty consistently as well.
Yeah.
We see on the bench there, looks like Pani Kaur waiting to come on. And a shout out, of course, to Alpha, one of the major sponsors of this year's Heritage Hockey Tournament, alongside One Foundation. Alpha, I know, playing a big part in getting these Punjab teams over here this year.
Yes, yep, and major sponsors, and A lot of the India team have got sponsored by Alpha, I see. I was just doing a bit of Googling.
Yeah, it's, you see a fair few sticks when you start looking at the international game. Alpha do a bit of the stick stuff over there as well, and equipment, so cool to have them on board and getting the teams over here. Hopefully we've got a bit of an Indian international audience this year. I'm sure we will, with the new Punjab teams being involved.
Yeah, I hope so. Namaste, everybody, if you are tuning in from overseas. Not sure what the time difference is over there. Might be a little bit early.
We're here all weekend, and now this Māori team trying to outlet. Picked off at halfway, though, ball falling for the Māori team. And on here comes Maya Hukamo. Guji doing the clean-up. There's the captain. You see her a fair bit today, I dare say, but picked off middle of the field. Māori team coming forward, touched by Amy Mitchell. Cleared for a moment. And nice attacking ball going forward there from the New Zealand Māori team. I'm pretty sure it was Amy Swanson delivering that pass from the midfield. There she is on the ball again. It is Swanson. A little bit too much time there and tries to go one-on-one. Bringing Amy Mitchell onto the baseline. Mitchell weaving, working. It's excellent defence.
Got that really low, right?
Yes. That's Sharon Jeet again over there, playing sort of a right defender, right half sort of job. Left hand on the ground, really low, feet out of the way. That's really strong defence work. Gets that one a little bit wrong, but will fall, fortunately, for the Punjab Warriors. And now out towards the right sideline. They're up at halfway. Numbers forward. I love this. I mentioned it earlier. Just that punching ball through on the 45. They've done it a couple of times now. And now trying to link up with the outside defender for the Māori team. She's under a bit of pressure there, and good turnover from the Punjab Warriors. It's Kamal Preet out there. She's given up a little bit of size out there, but yeah, she's got a bit. Oh, what a ball. Gurjit linking up. We've got numbers here. The Punjab Warriors. There's the entry. Ball across. What a touch.
Wow.
And it's in the goal.
It's
just like that.
great goal. That was Jana, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like Jana Verbeek there.
Yes.
As we'll hopefully get a replay.
I think that was that nice ball from Gurjit through.
And that ball on
the interchange.
Yeah, ball on the 45 and to bring an extra player in on the attack. That's really nicely finished by Jana Verbeek. And again, one that's been involved with a few Indian teams and Indian tournaments over the years.
Yeah, she played. Jana played for NZI when we were in Papatoe.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. We had a couple of guest players. So it was good. It's good that they get a taste of it and these players get an opportunity.
And again, there's that crash ball. That's 3 times in a row now from Kamal Preet Kaur there, number 13, sort of playing at a right midfield.
Caleb did well to bring that in.
Yeah, for the Punjab Warriors. Have a look. That could be a real tactic of this Warriors team. And another shot away.
Good save. Well done.
And kicked. I think that's Maya Gain, potentially in goal for New Zealand Māori team. They've got Maya and Holly Landon both on the team sheet this weekend. 2 young goalkeepers for the New Zealand Māori side, and that overhead wasn't the most convincing in the world, but almost worked out for the Māori team. There is the goal scorer on screen. Look at her pumped up. Smiley face tattoo on the forearm. Love that. Love a smile on Easter weekend. And now forward come the Warriors. Amy Mitchell just trying to find some sort of go forward. She links up with Suda. And Hannum has to control a big touch and does well there, Hannum. And they finally get over this right-hand side to the Māori team. And cut out well there by Pani Kaur. So, yeah, Jamie Rapana on the ball for the Māori team. Going to force one through to the baseline, but nothing coming there. We're about midway through this first quarter here, and it is the Punjab Warriors up 1-0 over the New Zealand Māori team. So we see Jasmine Mayer on the screen. She'll come into the action pretty soon for the Māori team. And here is the captain for the Punjab Warriors, Gurjit Kaur. This one looks short. And Roemata Brown. Brown looking for a pass. Yes, man, it's obvious Roemata Brown's not following us on Facebook, because she would have seen probably don't pass within 2 metres of the 150 capper there is Brown now on the run.
Yeah.
It's one of those players, she might have slowed down a little bit from her heyday, but look, those skills you don't lose in trapping the ball.
I think you can just tell by her positional play, like any young players out there. Just watch her position and defence and stuff. Like, she can nullify attack just by her presence there.
Yep.
And just the little touches that she gets in field.
You just saw a quick clip there of umpire Rachel Williams giving perhaps a final warning out here to one of the Punjab Warriors players. I couldn't actually see who it was or what it was for, but just delivering a little message there. And now here come the Warriors. Here's the attack. Crabbing across the field at the 25-yard line, beats another one. And strong flat stick tackle there. Away comes Hukamo and Jasmine Mayer. It's a little tangled up in it.
Did well to get out of that.
And now the Punjab Warriors, nice little midfield entry. And go forward up this left side. Looked long, took a second. Oh, what a ball. Opportunity here for the Māori team, and penalty corner coming the way of the Punjab Warriors was Navdeep Kaur up there, the recipient of that nice long ball.
Yeah, it just looked like a crash ball, but obviously, she's put it on the plate for us, so it was awesome. Like, just a nice sweet hit through, right?
Yeah, you could see she kind of wound up to do it the first time and just took an extra step before delivering that pass, waiting for a gap to open up. As we see the defenders there, in fact, it's Holly Landon starting in goal for the Māori team, not Maya Gain. And
so we get a look at what
this could be it. This is, I mentioned, I think 87 goals for India. Gurjit, she's on the first bracket. Yeah, they're all pointing there. It come up and I think come up off a runner and perhaps took a body on the way through.
Yeah, I think so.
The second runner, I think. And we'll have a look at it. No, we won't. They're in freeze frame on the replays at the moment. Lucky we get to watch it here. Penalty corner number 2 coming for the Punjab Warriors. You can see real aggressive line on her run-up. Comes in quite an angle. That one's a miscue. And a double miscue, and it's all over the show.
Bit of a shepherd there, I think.
Yeah, that one might have been lost in translation. That one, yes, man.
Yep.
Yana and Gurjit just getting things a little mixed up, and now that one's almost brought under by Roemata Brown. You can see Holly Hilton-Jones in the midfield there, just trying to play a ball forward. Again, looks like she's probably just played 4 games of hockey over the last 4 days, like a lot of these junior Māori players. And now around the back go the Punjab Warriors. Bit of space on that right side. Love an upright hit. I
was just going to say that. I knew you'd be waiting for that.
Yeah. For those young players out there, man, it's a skill that's slowly disappearing, but so beneficial when you can pull it off. A good, solid upright hit. Now you turn over. Bit of opportunity here with the one layer overhead. Just into a bit of congestion there. Probably not the time to use it. Yes, man.
Yeah, just a bit too much traffic down there. I think probably needs to be further back into that D and just facing it.
Yeah, and it's, though they might not have the distance, we see a good distance one there
nice,
from Jazz Suter. It's going to fall here for Amy Mitchell. Mitchell's going one-on-one. Try and burn her for pace. There's a couple of stick checks and corner coming. There, unfortunate. Yeah, Panit Kaur just got it wrong a couple too many times there in a row. I think if it was just once.
I think you'd see that coming, right?
Yeah.
Just,
yeah, she kind of took 2 digs at it, and unfortunately, too many for the liking of Rachel Williams. And now we'll get to see the penalty corner bracket for this New Zealand Māori team. And it looks like Murphy Phillips on the first bracket and Penelope Taulofo on the second bracket. And they go to the second. It is Taulofo. Gets a fair bit of it, but it's a touch wide for the Māori team.
adding a bit of GST onto that free hit.
Yeah, that's right. Traveller's tax, I think they call it now. Virgie just trying to pull off a couple extra metres and doesn't need them in theory, because you go long handle like that and put this Māori team right back in their own end. That's again, you see experience. Yes, man, a minute left on the clock. Let's just try and bat them down the other end and not give them an opportunity here.
Yeah, and they pressed up pretty high and pretty early, right?
So again, that's just understanding the clock, playing the percentages. And now they've advanced about 40 metres for their troubles, the Punjab Warriors. And that one's, I thought, really well contested, actually, by Jazz Mayer. That's been called for a foot in the end. Virgie, comfortable, just rolling around the back. Again, probably just happy to play the clock here, final few seconds of the first quarter. And it's the Punjab Warriors up 1-0 in our first look at the visiting team. Most of them from India, just come in Tuesday night. I think you said, S, on the late flight into Auckland.
Yeah, I think they're going about 1 in the morning, I think 11 o'clock, 1 a.m. So yeah, it's the boys are out there to welcome them in, which is awesome.
Yeah, and really cool to have the visitors, over here playing. Not only this team, but a fair few of the Fijian boys that had come across to play for the Fijian Heritage team that we just saw earlier as well. Adding some real international flair as we see the teams go into their talks there. It's like we're seeing, we've got a couple of the highlights here. This one is the goal. Just took an extra little touch on its way through. The first touch coming from Navdeep Kaur, and then that one from Jana Verbeek. And again, save called on by Holly Landon. This is the penalty corner. It had some pace on it, man. There it is. Yeah, extra touch. Yep, Jana Verbeek. That's the difference maker at the moment. And there is Singh, the
Singh.
Yep, the coach there, barking his orders, and equally Courtney Phillips there for the New Zealand Māori team. And yes, one thing I really like the look of from this Punjab Warriors team, happy to throw a bit of a crash ball in, looking to play a bit of long hockey, throw ball into the circle there and ask questions of that New Zealand Māori defence.
Yeah, and I think that it looks like a crash ball, but you can see that they're, their players are picking that spot nicely, and the attack of just picking off and getting into that attacking D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost reminiscent. We've seen it a fair bit of somebody like Shenisia Gowden, who it looks like you're just crashing, but you're actually on a point where she's wanting the ball, and all of a sudden you create an opportunity from 50 metres away.
Yeah.
Are we really?
They've got young one getting a go and goal.
Yeah, subbing the goalkeepers at the break. There, Caitlin Hoskin.
I think she's only very young, 16 or 17. So that's a great opportunity for her. Yep. That's what it's all about, right?
That's it, getting a first run here. Like I said in the earlier game, so many young players have been able to put their name up in lights here over a heritage tournament. You know, I think 5 years ago in Papatoetoe, a young Kaya Elliott really stood up and had a huge tournament for New Zealand Pacifica at that point.
Yes.
And I believe Dylan Muggleston also for New Zealand hockey under 21 side.
Yes.
Really announced himself at a Heritage 5 years ago, and both those players going on to do big things in the New Zealand hockey space. So
Tamara's on attack here with good.
Yeah, nice couple of extra passes down that left side of the field. The sun, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like it's starting to come out.
No, don't say nothing. Just there's something coming from the sky. It's not water, so it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see a bit of pressure applied here from the Māori team. Punjab Warriors just playing the small games out, but hunting is Hilton Jones.
Wow, that's a pretty nice goal just to get it back again. And strong, like this.
That's it. That's great composure there from the Punjab Warriors team. And look at that. They've flooded forward on attack now, and a couple of passes. Pretty rough challenge there. Maya Hokama, I think she's probably pretty fortunate to still be on the field. There, a bit of a breakdown tackle as we see the bench from the Punjab Warriors team. Yes, man, you've got to find a way to get me one of those jackets. Those light blue Punjab Warriors jackets.
Pretty sweet colour, eh?
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Yep. Big fan. Big fan. And I also saw the white Heritage jackets too, which look pretty sharp. You see this Māori team playing around the back.
No, we'll hook you up, brother. We'll get you sorted.
And down that left side, cut out just in front of halfway there by Kamalpreet Kaur. There's the overhead again.
It's like a midfield sort of bomb, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not a heck of a lot of distance, but it's quite...
Yeah, and interestingly there... oh, look at Gurjeet. Oh, man. That's just experience.
You said that she slowed down, but that didn't look slow to me.
No.
A bit of pace on there.
And just like that, a couple of passes. They're weaving up the middle. This is lovely here. 3-on-2 if they can get it. What a pass. And the touch. Still there for the Warriors.
Wow.
And it's in the back of the goal, just like that. Oh, I love the attack there from the Punjab Warriors. And that started, look at the smiles in the bench there. You love that. That started from Gurjeet Kaur down on the base, on her own baseline. Just a little cat and mouse with Roy Mata Brown winning possession. They go 3 passes at the other end, and that's excellent hockey.
See a replay on that. Maybe we'll get it at half-time, but that was just awesome play.
Yeah, that was fantastic to watch.
And also, again, good umpiring, just let it flow.
Yep.
You know, just
let
them play it through.
Yeah, got a little bit scrambly in the goal on the first shot attempt, and they, could have pulled the trigger a little early and just blown the whistle for something, but good to let it play. It fell there for the Warriors, and absolute bullet hit the sideboard. And they extend their lead out now to 2-0 here over this New Zealand Māori team. The surprise packet that is the Punjab Warriors. And now we just see them sitting in a bit of a 55, around halfway here, trying to condense the field after scoring a goal. And that one's beaten a couple on its way through. A bit of a hospital pass there, but they do enough to work out. They've been impressive in those small games out of their back end, Suresh.
Yeah.
Really solid.
Just that nice carpet dribble out there as well from that halfway, just making good meters.
And there's that ball, looking for the player on the baseline. It's picked out well. Yeah. She had to make that trap too. I think it's Daniela Hall out there. Had to make it, otherwise there was a Punjab Warrior player hunting on the baseline for it. As we see subs coming on, that one, Skaramia Leathers comes into the play for the Māori team. But it's interesting, this Punjab Warriors team, there's a couple of times now where they have to play small games out of their own end, a couple of extra passes, but then from sort of 25 to 25, they really play quick.
Yep.
They get it to the other end to give themselves an opportunity. So they work out of these areas here. whether it's through free hit or a couple of extra passes or just keeping control, and then, man, they can attack.
It just, the thing is they keep their composure, don't they, Brad? It's just, look at
Oh,
that.
how's this? Oh, we love a bit of that. We might get to see him a little bit later, but that's got Nita Suka written all over it.
It's just a nice, and it was on the deck,
Yep.
you know, that reverse pass.
Yep.
It's,
And it wasn't just a spray can. You could just see out a picture. I don't know if we could quite see it on the screen, but
you knew where she was.
yep, the striker was just angling in there. And again, they win position here at the Punjab Warriors, and a free hit coming. Looking up that right-hand side. In the corner pocket. Go back to goal, now opens up. They're going to be forced to come all the way out. Good defence there from the Māori team. Jasmine Mayer doing some real work up the front for the Māori team, and Gurjit just gets a little pitching wedge on that one.
Yeah, really want to do that one again. But Kamalpreet out there on that right flank is having a lot of ball and just carving up down that right side. She's playing there, just coming up over halfway.
Yeah. There's a really nice link between I think she's a right half and the right midfielder there. It's 12 and 13 together. Sharanjit and Kamalpreet there. They're starting to really link up well together.
It's a nice little one. Pass through, but just couldn't link up there. But like you say, those little games, eh?
Yep.
Like you can just see their little short passes just might be just looks like it's just going into space, but they know where their runners are.
And again, turning the ball over in good areas of the field. That's 2 in a row now that they've picked up well in advance of halfway. And that one just gets big.
Yeah, played up.
Yep, on Thakray there. And free hit for the Warriors. Just inside the 25-yard line. Out it goes, Gurjit. The hammer. And now let's see if this Māori team can outlet with a little bit better. No. Again, mistakes and opportunities created for the Punjab Warriors team.
Yeah, just pushing that pass, I think, aren't they? Just a little bit more patience. Maybe one more pass out of defence might help.
Yeah, I think that they're probably feeling the heat a little bit. Obviously behind on the scoreboard, but also there's been a fair bit of
Nice bit of
3D in, out, away, and there's a corner coming as well. Yep. Corner called by umpire Dion Hawke there, but it was fantastic 3D skill, just cutting players to pieces along the top of the circle there. We'll check it out on the replay. Here it is. Little 1, 2. That one there. Simranjit. Yep, number 17 there, who she'll get up and trap now. Let's see. I'd love to see her get a hold of one. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, it's not the top net ripper, but man, it's in a spot that you're going to really struggle to save. A little bit of a skip on it, in between the postie's leg and the post. Pretty sure that's hit the sideboard on its way in. We'll have another look at it on the One Foundation replay.
I think it took a deflection off that first one, didn't it? Number 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, still a hard one. Yeah.
That's 3 goals now the way of
nice
Punjab Warriors, and again, they're looking the goods.
Yeah, Sharanjit, getting down low.
Still coming forward here. They love that right side. And another win of possession. High up the field. In it comes. It's taken a deflection. Will fall for the Warriors. And they'll get the penalty corner. Hokama, I think it just come up off her stick into her body just inside the circle. We might get to see it. Yeah, that's what the coach reckons. Lift it up, he said.
Yeah, Amy's taking note of what her mates on the field are doing, just giving it a crack.
Let's have a look here. So it just fell there. Hokamo definitely inside the circle still. Yep, and great call. Off the stick, up the leg, into the body. It's a penalty corner there for the Punjab Warriors, and an opportunity here to potentially go to 4, which would be huge. Ujit again. Oh, that one's taken another deflection and almost beat everybody. The coach loves it. He's laughing. Man, that's just taken a little deflection. I think the second run of that time, but
yeah.
Man, it's...
I think it was going for that right side post, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think they were trying to... Yeah, they were trying to lay on a slide right. We'll see a reset here for the Warriors. That one wide of the goal. And this Māori team, well, they're going to have to do a lot of work here in this quarter and the rest of this game here. They find themselves behind 3-0 on the scoreboard to this visiting Punjab Warriors team from India. And they've looked the goods so far in this first up cross-pool match in our women's draw. And now another one looking towards the top of the circle. There's that ball again. And still working the Warriors up to the left pocket. Oh, and again, it looks wayward. It looks like they're just bashing it until you see exactly the person on the other end of it who they've lined up and very nearly created a huge amount of space on that right side.
Yeah, I think it's just, yes, deceiving, just that space.
Yep.
I think, is it the awareness of the space they're putting it into and just their attack that know where they're, it's just, look at this. It's unfortunate there, but...
Got away with it there, the Māori team, but again, only as far as a miscue out of their own end. They're really struggling to string good possession out of their own end. At the moment, yes, like they've got a couple of, I guess, fortunate opportunities, but this Punjab Warriors team really putting the chokehold on, and that reverse stick.
Just that opened up quite easily there, didn't it, to get that shot away?
Yeah, it's there's obviously a little bit of communication that needs to be happening in this Māori team on both sides of the ball. Again, we've seen probably too much turnover over on unforced error coming out of their own end. There's another one where the Punjab Warriors will get an attacking opportunity right up in the attacking end and roll one down to the corner. Baseline here for the Warriors, and it goes.
That was a clever ball in, wasn't it? Just had a little bit of height on it, so...
Yeah, just asking questions of the defenders and even the goalkeeper. You've seen those quite often come up off the boot and get a penalty corner for them or a scramble in front of goal. So we see the Jasmine Suda there for the Māori team. One of the, I guess we call them the seasoned veterans in this otherwise pretty young Māori team.
Yeah.
Showing some skill here. In go the Warriors. That one though, yeah, stick shield call. Just got to stick in front of the ball without really playing at it. Just shielding the would-be defender's stick. So good stick shield call.
Yeah, just trying to get that right hand side freed up a bit. But yeah, you can just see just running out of space there, the Māori team.
Yeah, and again, I mean, you don't want to harp on about it, but I'd like to think that there's a fair bit of...
Oh, look at that. Just
straight to a fair bit of comms at half-time about their inability to get out of their own end, and now they've given away another penalty corner.
Yana did well there. Like she had a bit of pressure on her, but just bringing it down. Bit of control.
Yeah. Just took an extra step. We'll see that on the One Foundation replay here. Got big on her, and she just... held there. Yep, that first challenge is definitely worthy of the penalty corner. And let's see what we got going on here. I wouldn't mind seeing them go back to that slide right deflection, actually. It looks like Yana is over there.
It's the first game. You don't want to give too much away, do you?
Yeah, they've already shown a fair bit. Here come the Warriors. Oh, that's not a slide right. That's just going straight at that narrow post and just couldn't link up with the injector. That's a nice pass out. Better from the Māori team. Here we go. This is what we like to see. Bit of space here for Roimata Brown. Brown has the entry.
Oh, just nice and cool, right?
Yeah. Again, I'd love to question the option taking there of Brown. Just rolls it to the forehand of the defender rather than targeting a left foot or targeting a pass option. The Indian team, this Punjab Warriors team, really putting good pressure on, even in scramble defence. So I've been impressed, by this Punjab Warriors team, and it's not just the goals. Like we talked about, their ability to scramble in the back and play small games out.
Yeah, their defence, and it's just, I think you can, the one thing is they're not panicking, are they? You know, they just got cool heads, and they're just a lot of patience out of there, and just, the small games out. And you just watch Gurjeet, she's not going huge Ks long, but she's just picks her spots. That's a nice pick off by the captain there.
And now, ball at about halfway for this Punjab Warriors team. This time they opt to go backwards, and now some pressure being put on by the New Zealand Māori team. Roimata Brown can't get enough of that just before the hooter sounds. 5 minutes will be halftime break, and it's 2 quarters in the books here in our first women's game of day 1 here at Heritage Hockey 2025. The Punjab Warriors up 3-0 over the New Zealand Māori team, and look, it's a good start in our first showing from this Punjab Warriors team.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's like everybody, we didn't know what they were going to bring, but hey, you can see what their intent is, and just I think the patience is the one thing that is coming through big time in this team. You know, just not getting overruled by anything, and that's probably just experience at the back there, right?
Yeah, you can really see those experienced players putting their stamp on the game, and it's not just Gurjeet. Obviously, we've mentioned her a fair bit, and look, it's hard not to when you come over with almost 150 international test caps to your name. But look, they've had some really good players right through the field. Look across at Sharanjit and Kamalpreet, 12 and 13 up that right side of the field. I think they've been fantastic. Even going forward, the likes of Yana Verbek, the goal scorer, Navdeep Kaur, the other one, number 6, who've been really good at just holding possession when they need to and taking their options. This Māori team, they did have a couple of opportunities in that first half, nothing on the scoreboard. This one, the goal, what a rocket that one.
Yeah, that was
Simranjit,
just
bullet.
Nice swinging through there, and just not much you can do about that. But
yeah, the look on Holly Hilton-Jones' face there said it all. And then they just earned corner after corner. I'd like to say with relative ease. They had a fair few of them. That one, it took a little bobble, and in the corner it went. But they just managed to find PCs at will here, this Punjab Warriors team. There's another one. And we spoke about it in the build-up. That's their flicking option. There's Gurjeet Kaur, the captain.
I'm just thinking, you think in half-time they may give a bit of a break, or not sure? Just one game a day, you just never know, right?
Yeah, and I think you mentioned it a little earlier, like, these teams haven't had a huge amount of build-up together, so the more that they can get on the field together and play some hockey, probably a good thing come the back end of the tournament. As we see some of the stats there, and look, no surprises, it's pretty resounding in favour of those with the scoreboard. 7 shots on goal, 5 penalty corners, which, pretty obvious when you're watching that first half. Circle entry is not too crazy either way, but this Punjab Warriors team really making the most of theirs. As we see, that's the New Zealand Māori bench at the moment. Bit of soul searching to be done. Find themselves behind 3-0. Coaching, I'm probably thinking that a lot of the conversation is going to be on their error rate. Being able to get the ball out of their own end without turning it over. playing at the right end of the field and just limiting some of those turnovers. You see the team in there. Jazz Suda in the middle, Amy Mitchell there with her, Claudia Hannum, another of the seniors in this year's side. And there's some of the faithfuls out in support.
Enjoying the sun. Maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And there are our game leaders up 3-0, the Punjab Warriors. There's Jana Verbeek in screen there, you can see at the moment, number 4, as well as the Thackeray girls, Amy and Kayla, 16 and 15. And our goalkeepers for the New Zealand Māori team are just warming up at the moment. I'd say they'll do a half-time change. No surprises there. Jazz Suda doing a lot of talking. Probably about hockey too, some of it, I guess. Jazzy, pretty loud and proud in there. And again, there's our coach for the Punjab Warriors team. He'll be pretty happy, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
3-0 up.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a good start for them, but I think, like in the first half, you saw the first quarter, like the Indian goalie, she was out really quick, smothering the ball. You can tell, like, she's not a tall lady, so she's not going to hang back, and the reach isn't there, so she's out there smothering it.
Yep.
A couple of awesome good saves in the first quarter there for her, and then we had the little one come in, who's but now they're doing another quarter with the Indian goalie. So
yeah, it looks like a quarter about for the Indian side, and maybe half each for the Māori team. Different ways to go about it. Yes, you've played in goal. Did you have a preference? Would you have a preference? You want to see 35 minutes
come
straight?
Off, eh? Nah, I don't. We'd never really had two goalies half the time, but you know what I mean. Like I think it's, for any goalie, the first half is always the easiest one to play. Get it under your belt because you've done the warm up.
Yep.
And you've gone through the motions, so it's always easy to start. Oh, no one's got a ball.
Yeah, Penny Lopetalofa going. What are we playing with?
Yeah, with at a hockey turf, can't find the ball.
Yep.
So.
And as it makes its way back up towards the middle, we will get underway with our second half here. This New Zealand Māori team with some work to do, but yes, like we've seen over a number of heritage hockey tournaments, goals can come thick and they can come fast. And I mean, as good as this Punjab Warriors team have been, 3 goals is not insurmountable.
No. And we know that the girls, the Māori team are, they've got the first half under their belt, gelling. Something will click.
Yep, and often in these sorts of games, when it's fairly unrehearsed, it just takes something to happen.
Yep.
Just takes something to happen, and then can open things up. Just looking some results off the Turf 2 earlier. The New Zealand Māori team won 5-0 over the New Zealand Asian team, happening over on Turf 2, which is pretty cool to have 2 turfs going over the weekend. Like I mentioned in the earlier game, pretty fortunate to be here at the National Hockey Centre, and turf time not an issue, but big win there for the New Zealand Māori team, getting up over the New Zealand Asian side. So big one there. Speaking of big, yes man, just had a fan text in there to make sure we wish you a happy birthday today. Yes, so
appreciate that.
Happy birthday from all of us here on the call, for everybody involved, and that's been around not only heritage hockey but the Indian Queens and Kings birthday tournaments. Happy birthday, brother.
Yep. Back to the hockey, back to the action, our team.
We'll sing later. Now, here come this Māori team on a little bit of transition.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
So if you're in and around the North Harbour area, come on down to Heritage Hockey Tournament. We're here at the National Hockey Centre. Suresh has got a tab on the bar this weekend. You're all welcome.
Yep. Pies for everybody.
Yeah, is this Māori team with ball at the back. Interesting to see the Punjab Warriors team just happy to sit out in this 3-quarter slide at the moment. Yes, and not commit too high up the field.
Just patience, eh? Just patience.
Yeah.
And you see that slide going across, no one's rushing.
Yeah. And really forcing, this Māori team to really have to stretch the ball like that just to try and get through. And that's a high risk strategy for this Māori team, and they win another one here, the Punjab Warriors.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
How's
goodness. As coaches, you know, when we're looking at that, we talk about catching zones. She's just flowing the catching zone by miles. And now the opportunity in, beats one, beats her again, a third time. Save, she doesn't know where it is, and that's, oh.
Good defence, but...
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest on its way out, but they've done well enough there, the Māori team. And now here they come on a counter. Roimata Brown linking up. Penelope Taulafo, the captain, she's got one to beat.
See, the goalie was out.
Yeah.
Didn't give her time to shoot or even trap, which is awesome goalkeeping.
Love that. Really heads up play there in goal. Pardeep. Goal, like you said, she's not the biggest goalkeeper. Just knows her skill set, eh?
Yep.
Can get out, contest, and get back.
And I think that's when you do have the crash ball coming through, you need to be on top of your game. There was a goalie just... Oh, yellow card.
Yeah, not 100% sure. That's a little bit underneath us.
Yeah, just not that 5, just no attempt to get back.
Right. So not 5 call there.
No warnings, just straight into the yellow.
Just straight see you later. Speaking of yellow, S-Man, whether people noticed at home, the umpires changed their shirts at halftime. So
yes.
They're not in yellow anymore because I think a little bit of a clash, of course, with the Punjab Warriors team. So out in pink now, Rachel and Dion.
Yeah, well, they would have clashed with the Fijian team in the last game, wouldn't they?
That's
they
it.
Pink on, so.
That's it. I think that's the case as we now hear another double whistle. And not sure about this one. Rachel Williams is all smiles, but we're all clueless at the moment.
Maybe the blue card. Oh, no, they lost the ball. Blue card. Oh, there you go. So who's using it?
The word is, we'll have to try and get a little bit of confirmation what's the go here, if that's the case. Now, it wouldn't be the silliest idea considering they've already got a yellow card. We'll just try and clarify / also count what's going on here in terms of player numbers.
Oh, they're both using it at the same time?
Just looking at the count out there, I'm pretty sure, S-Man, the Punjab Warriors have 11 players, obviously including their goalkeeper, and the Māori team have 9. So what I'm pretty sure has happened is they've got the yellow card, and then they've also used the power play, or the Punjab Warriors have also used the power play at the same time. So I think the Māori team have 9.
It's a pretty smart tactic, I guess, right?
And I think the Punjab Warriors are at a full 11. So it's the Punjab team using their power play at the moment. For those at home unaware, teams can opt to use the blue card, as it's called, a 5-minute power play where you sit an opponent's player for 5 minutes. So it's in theory it's the same as a yellow card, but obviously not for doing anything wrong. And so what the Punjab Warriors team have decided to do is double up on the yellow card and add a blue one with it, which means this Māori team will play 5 minutes with 9 players on the field, including their goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think Harleen would want that shot at goal again.
Yeah.
Sprayed that wide.
Yeah.
But I guess that's, when you're talking tactically, it's a smart play by the Warriors there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the time where you would use it, right? If especially when you're already ahead. It's not like you're trying to save it for a last quarter heroics or something like that. They're just... If they can get a 4th goal here, I think they probably think they're good enough to go on with it. So, yeah, big play here, 5 minutes of 11 on 9, so a bit extra on those tired legs of the Māori team.
Wow. Oops.
Yeah, so interesting if you kind of look at the, I guess the structure, if you'd call it that, with the 9 for this Māori team. They're playing a 3-3-2.
Yeah, I think that's what he can do, can't you?
Yeah, 3 at the back, 3 across the midfield, and 2 strikers with their goalkeeper.
But that's just tough, eh? Because that just gasses that.
Oh, absolutely.
And the back and the front, all of them, unfortunately.
Yep. Everybody's got to chip in and do some extras there on a 3-3-2. Now here come the Punjab Warriors. This is that short stuff that we liked the look of earlier.
Yeah, just a bit messy there, just that finishing, but...
Yeah, that one too high. And Suda tries to go overhead to Taulofo.
But even that that out of that 25, I think, Brad, was just nice and easy, wasn't it? You know, it was just easy to come out.
Yeah.
Maybe the yellow cards.
Just trying to figure out. There's a couple of double whistles going on that we're kind of trying to figure out who's doing what underneath. And I would say, by the looks of that picture, I think the New Zealand Māori team have a player back. No, I'm wrong. In fact, they used their blue card. So what they've done is they've taken a player off the Punjab Warriors team. So it takes it back to 10 v 9. So 10 Punjab Warriors v 9 New Zealand Māori, just to try and mitigate a little bit of that loss. And so Punjab Warriors now have a player that's sitting on the sideline for 5. So interestingly, there'll be an awkward little period of when players start coming back. The yellow card will come back a couple minutes before the blue card. And that will then follow by, I guess, probably about 3 minutes where the New Zealand Māori team will actually have the extra player, while the Punjab Warriors blue card runs its time. And free hit here coming for Taulofo. That was captain v captain in the middle of the field. And now this Māori team, again, just unforced errors killing them at the moment. Yep, so confirming that was the case. It is 9 v 10. At least until that yellow card comes back. And here come the Punjab Warriors. They've got the player advantage, they've got the ball, and they've turned it over. Daniela Hall in the spin cycle.
Nice.
There they go, overhead, yeah, down here into this right pocket. Oh, inside turn, and the pass. Here's Jana Verbeek. Oh, had a huge opportunity, but well saved initially, and it's a penalty corner coming for the Punjab Warriors. What skill down in this right corner by Simranjit, the number 17 who'd pulled down that overhead.
It's nice to take it down, not much space either way.
That's her there, throwing that little 3D ball. And they couldn't clean it up at the back there. Amy McConnell it was for the Māori team. And interestingly, we can't quite see it on the camera, but we can see it here. Jazz Suda just taking her time setting up here. It's a way to... It's a way to use a few of those extra seconds of your yellow and or blue card off when your player's down there. As you know, clock still runs through the penalty corners. But here come the Māori team. 1-2 long touch pass on here. If they can get through. Still going, Amy Mitchell. Really well defended. That's fantastic.
Just didn't get caught up in it and then pulled out, right? And let her have that space.
Yeah, really solid work. Close and low when she needed to be, and then just backed up and gave her that space on the turn. This time, the Māori team.
Sorry for the quietness. We thought it was some sort of buzzing in the air. We thought it was a tsunami warning, but it's not. So,
no, the weather's passing, fortunately. Yep. Touch wood again. I don't know how many times we'll have to say that today, but it is going. And now this Punjab Warriors working out of their own end. That ball's up in the air and falls for Gurjit. Just like that. Oh, man. Falls here. Jazz Mayer. In fact, it was Murphy Phillips up there working the baseline. And now, oh, look at that. Oh, Jana Verbeek very nearly.
Good running from her.
Yeah.
Just cutting out that, forcing them wide again.
And now Holly Hilton-Jones on the ball, beats one, beats another.
It's nicely done by the girls here, the Murray girls.
Yeah.
It's nice out.
Great distro. Down to this right corner. Here's Amy Mitchell. Mitchell looking. In it goes. It's a little bit bouncy.
Well done.
Oh, and it's in the goal. Final touch there. Roimata Brown.
That was well worked.
Yeah.
They kept their patience, kept the ball out wide.
It's a lovely pass through from the captain, Penelope Talafo, but it's Roimata Brown on the reverse deflection. We'll have a look at it here. Good strong work from Talafo. Through it goes. And Roimata Brown just popped it up in the air. And
Straight up, eh?
yeah, it very nearly was fished out of the air. And they get one back, the Māori team. They needed it. Yes, if they weren't the next to score, it was probably game over, I think. And now just a bit of life left in this Māori team with 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Yeah, and I think that last quarter's going to be good because there's no power plays left.
That's it. We don't have to keep counting on our fingers and toes who's on and not on and what's going on.
Yep. Yeah, it made for an interesting quarter, that one.
Yeah. So we're just trying to figure out who's back on the field and who's got what left now. Well, the Māori team, they're at least back to full. They've got 11 on the pitch. And I think
the Warriors are back as well.
Yeah, both back to full. So we are 11 aside now for the remainder of the game, barring any actual cards. So a little bit easier to remember. Back to 11 on 11. And 3-1 is the scoreboard in favour of the Punjab team. And just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. And they've got their first one, the New Zealand Māori team. We said it might just take one to get things going. Speaking of going, let's go in the other way here. Punjab Warriors, that's excellent. Just toying with her, really.
Wow.
Oh, and it's in the goal. That's lovely work.
Was that touched in by...
I think it did take a touch, whether it was Jana Verbeek or whether it was the defender or somebody got a little bit of it. But
wow.
Simranjeet there, the number 17. Right? Oh, that's fantastic work. There's a couple of times where I think some less composed players would just swing at it. This just works her way. Really good body shield. No, the touch was actually the goalie.
Goalie's glove, unfortunate.
Yeah. And just like that, the Māori goal pretty much has been erased thanks to the individual brilliance there of Simranjeet Kaur, the number 17 for this Punjab Warriors team. But Roimata Brown wins one here, linking up. Holly Hilton-Jones has Jazz Mayer with her. Linking up, there is Mayer. Mayer's got one to beat.
Oh, how's that for defending? Just easy out of the baseline.
Yeah, I have to agree with the ref here on this one. She had the stick hanging out in one hand for a long time, and then just swept it straight in towards the back line. It's not your traditional over the back, but it's a bit cynical, I guess, that one there.
I was going to say the umpires were going all right, but as a defender, I'm going to back defenders here.
Yeah,
no, I think you're right. He's probably got no choice, but it's a grey area, right?
Yep. It's one of those ones that every defender will argue and every attack will argue the other way, and that's the joys. The Māori team an opportunity here from the short corner, second bracket, and it's in the back of the goal. A bullet there, Amy Swanson off the second bracket, and I said they erased the goal. Well, they scored one straight back. 4-2 now on the scoreboard. We'll have another look at this. Second bracket into the corner, and it's the one thing you give up with a smaller goalkeeper, yes, man, is that stretch.
But it's just that nice little dip on that hit as well.
Yep.
And coming across your body, that second bracket, which is set out more to your right.
Yeah, it's quite an impressive skill to be able to play from the second bracket back into the left corner. Like you say, hitting sort of under your nose or across the body.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive bit of skill there from Swanson. And that one, aerial, ends up across the back line. And 4-2 with just a handful of seconds left in this third quarter. The good thing with those that late flurry of goals is, man, you can see both teams can score them. And I said it at the third quarter break. I didn't think this Māori team were out of it, and they're certainly not now after finding 2 goals in about 5 minutes. This Māori team now find themselves behind 2 on the scoreboard and a little less breathing room for the Punjab Warriors team. Yes, as a coach and as a player, the 2-goal lead is always a tough one because you think you're in the clear, but it just takes 1 goal and then they're right on your heels again.
Yeah, I know. It's that tricky one, isn't it? So I'm not sure. I think, the Punjab team, they clawed one back straight away, but these girls, the Māori girls, are determined to get back in it, and did well with some of those couple of great goals.
Yep. Yeah, and again we see some of the highlights here. Some defence doing some work as well. This here, some of the play from the Māori team in attack. This one was very nearly the goal to Jana Verbeek there. She would like to do a little better than that. Had her opportunity again. This one is the goal. Taulofo to Brown, and then this is just stunning. Good body shield, and thanks for coming. That one answered straight back after the opener for the Māori team. We'll see it again. Boom, composure.
Yeah, bottom of that glove.
And then this is the penalty corner. Like I said, pretty ordinary. Got that.
Yeah, that crossfield hit.
Yep, bit of dip on it, just fell its way into the corner, and a small goalkeeper. Not easy to find those corners. That is the tale of the tape, and it's been in favour of the Punjab team. No wonder they're ahead on the scoreboard at the moment. 12 shots on goal for their 4 goals, and 2 for 4 for the New Zealand Māori team. Circle entries fairly similar.
Well, the Punjab team is sticking with their goalkeeper rotation, so Caitlin is back in there.
Yeah, Caitlin Hosking. Again, if she's going to be called on early potentially here. Murphy Phillips weaving. And they get it away at least towards halfway as the Māori team pull it under control. Here through Claudia Hannum. Free hit coming there to the Punjab Warriors. Kuji called, the captain. She'll step onto it and look. Long handle. Straight down State Highway 1. That one almost got to the Bombay Hills. That one, yes.
Yeah.
But again, they're not spray cans. She's lining someone up.
Yeah, it's just and it's on the deck. It's like nice flat hit.
Taulofo here. Can't get through her opposing captain, and now Guji got a little bit of work to do. Under pressure. Oh, really well done there. But turned over. Here come the Māori team. Circle entry. Lot of time, lot of space.
Goalie had it covered. Good girl.
Near side miss.
Yeah. I think the Māori team are finding their passes now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just finding that space that they needed.
Yeah, I think the other thing too, and it's exactly what we saw from the Punjab Warriors team, they're just winning the ball higher up the field.
Yeah. Yep.
So whether it's through a concerned press or what they're trying to do, they're just winning the ball up in advance of halfway so they can string an attack together, which is exactly what the Punjab Warriors did for the first two quarters. So.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Eastman, if you play enough hockey at the right end of the field, things are probably going to work for you.
Yep. It's an easy game, right?
That's it. Harriet Cooper there, just linking up with Suda, Jazz Suda. She'll say that was a pass, it was a drag, went wrong, but pass there for Harriet Cooper. And looks like we've got a card coming in here to the Punjab Warriors. Yeah, it was just that challenge on Harriet Cooper. Yeah.
So what is that, a green card?
Green card, yep, just the 2 minutes. She'll take a seat there. That's Kamalpreet. One-on-one pressure here. Verbeek just didn't know which way around to go and chose to go straight through. And now the Māori team breaking out. That's a lovely pass. Here comes Suda. She's got the top of the circle. And they win one there, the Punjab Warriors. You're right, Suresh. This Māori team just looked to have a little bit more confidence about them, especially going forward.
Yeah.
if they can get one in this sort of next 5 or 6 minutes and really open
ball.
up. But here come the Punjab Warriors, one-on-one, top of the circle, goes to the baseline, turns back in, patient. Perhaps too patient in that one. And good clean up there. Harleen caught. And the contest is going to roll down there to Karamia Leathers. And they've done well there. Linking up. Here comes the goal scorer, Verbeek. Little 3D. And cleaned up at least enough at the moment. Little kick and save and clearing pass from Suda. There's the subs ready to come on for the Māori team. And here, a foot race into the sideline. It's going to beat them all and fall the way of the Warriors. Just a little undercooked there. But some real pressure on in this back end. Leathers does well enough. And will win the free hit, no advantage coming, and she takes it quickly.
Good running back by Yana there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think everybody thought it was a foot there except the person whose foot it hit. And yeah. By Dion Hawk said, oh, couldn't see it, sorry. Though falls the way of the Warriors through the sideline hit, and Gurjit goes cross country. Again, just a miss pass there from the Māori team, stunts any would-be attack off the turnover.
And there's some nice interchanges down here for the Warriors, and Murray goes are getting it up there, but that forcing that last pass, I think, just asking too much of that their flank players to pick it up.
Yeah, I'd love to see that ball carrier force the 2-on-1 a little more rather than just throwing it out there and expecting her to win a race. They can force the 2-on-1 with perhaps a carry on an angle or infield break, as we see the turnover here. Brown, open season. Oh, and Amy Mitchell, she'll want that one again. Not often as a striker you get one delivered to you on the top of the circle. Look at this. Just gets none of it. Hits the golf ball on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Tops one. That's unfortunate for the Māori team. That really could have opened an excitement 10 minutes or so to finish this game. 4-2, still the lead for the Punjab Warriors. And around they go through Hilton Jones and Hokamo. The two-man game working at the moment. Here is Hilton Jones. Again, just not enough on that pass to really get it through this Punjab Warriors defensive group. Here they come. Oh,
nice goal.
Nice little skill there, and left foot pass. Here's the opportunity. And cleaned up there. Oh, and the exit on the reverse.
How's that?
Kumari Niha was the tackler in the circle where it needed to be made, and then the big reverse stick down the field opens up an opportunity for the Punjab Warriors, and here they are. Midfield transfer. Looking down this right-hand side.
Oh, what a run.
Oh, what a pick-up. Two.
Good girl.
And good tackle there from Jamie Rapana. Yeah, it was Kayla Thackeray there. Getting on to the end of it. And across it goes. Verbeek can't get that one under control. And now Amy Mitchell. Got a long way to go for the Māori team. They've got 9 minutes and they need at least 2 goals. The Punjab Warriors, I think they can probably put the game to bed with one more of their own. Long corner coming the way of the Māori team. Now Hilton Jones. And cool as you expect nothing less. And over iterations of this tournament, here come the Punjab Warriors. Circle entry, Thackeray rolls it.
Good defence. Well done.
Well defended there by Maya Hokamo. Really good to see her not swinging the stick on the reverse there. So often we see it and just being able to stay composed defensively. Really solid. But now the ball comes bouncing in and well left there by Maya again. Yeah, like you see the eyebrows there from Maya Hokamo. I don't know if we're on the same eyebrows communication booklet, but I'm not sure that they quite got that one right. As free hit coming there for the Punjab Warriors. And Gurjit Kaur at the back there reminds me a lot of when we get to see Navina Hira play, and just the way she's composed at the back. Really nice on the stick skill, can upright hit to wherever and whenever she wants.
Just that patience, right?
Yeah. And again, that's what you often see from the really great players that continue playing. Just that ability to play the game at their speed.
Yeah, well, you saw that with Jan this morning. You know, like, sure, the scoreline didn't reflect much for what his performance, all the teams, but it's just, what he offers with his experience, and the same as Smithy at the back there.
Yep.
Adrian. All these guys that have had so many games under their belt. Yeah,
and I think that's one of the one of the real incredible things about this tournament. We do get to see those players as well. We've talked about youth, we've talked about those up and comers, but even to see some of those people that, like you say, have had the number of games and the level of experience, still be able to put their stamp on it.
Yep.
Real showpiece of Heritage Hockey as we see the Māori team coming out here with Holly Hilton Jones. She's got a few to beat, wins a free hit, and she's off. Gurjit there, just a little worse for wear after that one, perhaps a bit of cramp. And here come the Māori team. What a tackle. What a tackle. A bit of a risky one, to be fair, that one arm reverse again that we've seen there, but that one clean as. And the cramp's obviously gone for Gurjit. She's back in there.
Yep. Nice one-on-one tackle there.
Yeah. Would have liked to see her use a little bit of passing options there. Now the Māori team forcing things. 6 minutes left. They need two, and they need two quickly. And for those watching at home, or for those new to Heritage Hockey, every game needs a result. So, any games that end in a draw will go to a penalty shootout, which is always a little bit of extra excitement. They'd have to pull off something. They'd have to pull off something pretty amazing to do it here. This Māori team, but
here's Yana.
Yeah, come the Punjab Indians down that left side, just weaving, trying to keep the ball. Beats the first one, in she goes. There's the entry. It's just found her own foot there, I think. Recall falling the way of the Māori team. 5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. It's the first game of the women's competition here, Heritage Hockey 2025. And great tackle there. In the end, here comes Amy McConnell linking up with Harriet Cooper, Holly Hilton Jones, and back out through Maya Hokamo. Well, that one's a bit big for Jamie Rapana, and inviting this Punjab Warriors team on another attack. And that one, though, run down, the charge down. Here come the Māori team, Taulofo. Trying to find that pass, but just can't get through the staunch Punjab Warriors defence.
Big shout out to our sponsors and funding agency for this weekend, Brad.
Yeah, of course, the tournament brought to you by One Foundation and Alpha. One Foundation have been here since the very start of New Zealand Heritage Hockey, each and every year since the beginning out in Papatoetoe, and Alpha, one of the big new sponsors and big part of getting these Punjab teams across here from India to play in this year's tournament. So massive shout out to those two major sponsors, as well as all of the tournament sponsors and the team sponsors that have supported our players and officials be out here for another year of heritage hockey.
Yeah, so that's MTEL, and we've got Keep Alive here that have been supporting, and just obviously all the other supporters that we have.
Yep, we couldn't put this showcase on without you, and fantastic weekend it's due to be again here at the National Hockey Centre in North Harbour. As we see the Māori team just getting a little bit desperate here in search of those equalisers, if they were. Punjab Warriors team, they're happy to see seconds tick off the clock, and that's a pretty short 5 metres there. It doesn't matter when you've got that in your arsenal. Hilton Jones beats one, hurdles the stick, beats another one, still going, barely, and here comes Talafo. Good numbers here for the Māori team if they can link up. There it is. What a touch, what a goal. That's a fantastic one there. Pretty sure it was Murphy Phillips on the final touch.
And I think that was just that hard running by from the back here, right?
Yeah, Hilton Jones
Hilton
just
Jones, that's
having to beat three people, offloads it to Talafo, the captain, and then it is Murphy Phillips finding herself up in the goal scorer's area. It was a tough one to get a touch on because it had a bit of bounce on it. Now 2 minutes of madness here if this Māori team can find themselves an equaliser.
Then the Warriors are just going to settle it down.
Yep, you'd like to think they can play this 2 minutes, win their free hits, although that one's not going to help. Yeah, bit of composure, I'm sure, is the call from the sideline.
And I think Gurjeet's telling a few instructions.
Yeah,
what should have happened.
Yeah, they win it back here. The Punjab Warriors. Again, they'll be happy to just see seconds off the clock here. Gurjeet working again. Another untimely error, that one. Simranjeet Kaur, she's got 2 goals in today's match.
Oh, nice. Didn't swing, did she? Just
yeah. Good contest, and now Jana Verbeek, an opportunity here to finish it. Oh, Swanson does enough. There's the coaching staff there, Courtney and Tuhia. They're all smiles considering it's a minute of desperate play here for the Māori team. They're up in a full press. Roy Mata Brown, the shooter. And really well done there. Sharon Jeet still going. And they'll win the free hit through Harleen Kaur, and she'll walk off it for the captain, who's going to go.
Where's this going?
Yep, downtown.
Swing and a miss.
Yep, Jana didn't get any of that one, and now they're going to have to go downtown, but that's not going to do it.
Oh, smart play there.
Yeah, smooth there by Simranjeet. And that's the Hooters. They hang on, the Punjab Warriors, despite a pretty frantic second half and a good one from the New Zealand Māori team, but too good, the Warriors, 4-3 in the end. A first up win and our first look at the new team to the country and to the tournament. I was impressed, S-Man, by the Punjab Warriors and their flair, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I think you did mention flair, but I think you just got to mention their composure as well at the back there. You know, that's the big thing. Like, just not getting overawed, not getting panicky. You could see that with Gurjeet and the other defensive players there, just not getting overawed, you know.
Yeah, I was really impressed by a few of the players at the back there. Gurjeet, of course, the main one, but Sharon Jeet, number 12, She was fantastic at the back as well for the Punjab Warriors team, and they've got players there that you can tell have played a fair bit of hockey. There's experience there, they know how to play their tempo, and look, they were what got them there in the end was that defensive group. So hats off to the Punjab Warriors team. Excellent start here at Heritage Hockey 2025. The Māori team, they've got a bit of work to do now after a first up loss. Both teams will be back in action tomorrow, but a win there for the Punjab Warriors.
Yeah, it's a great result for them, and I'm sure they'll feel better after that hit out as we run through the highlights package. First goal there by Yana.
How was the first game for you and the girls?
Oh, it was definitely a hard one. You know, a few of us have done JHL before this this game and this tournament, so we're all already a bit dead, which isn't nice to go into a tournament too, but nice to get out there. Definitely a hard opposition, but yeah.
Cool, and it's a pretty young team for you guys. A couple of the older players sprinkled in there, but what was really impressive is you laid on 2 goals for your team, setting up assists, which is pretty pleasing for you in your role. How does you, as one of the younger players, being the captain, how do you lead by example?
It's nice because it's one of those teams where you don't have to lead by example so much, but I think the way that my role is just to play as hard as I can and sort of set some kind of tone if I can for our playing abilities out there. But yeah, everyone's really good and everyone's just come together really well and we gel nicely, even though we've only just come together today. But yeah.
Cool, and last question, what was the halftime message? You guys were down 3-0, probably a little bit shell-shocked with the way the first half went. Yeah. What was the message? You won the second half 3-1. Talk to us about halftime.
I think halftime talk was a bit of a tough one. You know, we were sort of just told to toughen up, I guess, and stop getting pushed off the ball. I think that was a big thing that our team sort of struggled was the physicality of the other team, which was hard to start with, I think. But yeah, halftime chat was just, come on, just play you guys. So yeah.
Well, it was a solid second half. Though you didn't get the result in the end, you'll take a lot out of that second half into tomorrow's game. Good luck for the rest of the weekend, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
And I'm also here with the Punjab Warriors captain, Gurjeet Kaur. Gurjeet, look, needs no introduction. The mountain of international caps, international goals, a penalty corner and drag flick expert, and you're out here playing heritage hockey with the Punjab Warriors. How was that for you guys first head out?
Yeah, today is our first match. Our team is playing really good match. So very happy because we are win today and focus on next match, match by match focus, and yeah, crowd is also good. Thank you.
I was really impressed by the way your defensive unit were able to play small games out of the back and then fast forward to the other end with some long ball, and you really picked out a couple of dangerous strikers going forward. Is that the style that you like to play, or is it just what was on offer today?
No, मेरा जो खेलने का स्टाइल वैसा ही है और मैं मतलब स्टार्टिंग से जो शॉर्ट बॉल होगी और लॉन्ग बॉल्स होगी तो मैं हमेशा ऐसे ही खेलती हूँ हाई बॉल्स होगी सो दैट इज़ माई ऑलरेडी लाइक आई प्लेइंग ऑलरेडी सेम थिंग्स.
And I know Alpha did a lot to help you guys get out here, one of the major tournament sponsors. Is there anything you'd like to say to them and the people back home watching from India?
मैं उनको यही कहना चाहूँगी कि यहाँ फर्स्ट टाइम जो पंजाब की टीम आई है तो बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा है क्योंकि जो नए बच्चे हैं उनको उन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. सो सारे जने सपोर्ट करो और सारे जने मैच देखना. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on the first up win. We loved watching you, and we'll see you a little bit more over the weekend. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and that is us for the first women's game of the match. It's the Punjab Warriors taking home the win 4-3 over the New Zealand Māori team. That's just our second game of the day. We've got two more coming up. Our next one at 2 o'clock. Make sure you don't miss it. We'll be able to see the New Zealand Indian men taking on the visiting Punjab team. So it's going to be a real exciting one at 2 o'clock. We'll see you then.